Hello, little D's. Here's a disclaimer for anyone who hasn't been smart enough to think of this themselves. Because I have suffered with this myself. If you are hearing voices, and they sound like real people, more than likely, they are either the people around you, i.e., the people above you, the people outside, or just people around you. And you are misidentifying those voices for being in your head. Secondly, there could be actual biological telepathy going on. And if the voices sound human enough, and like real people, then you are in fact probably talking to real people in your mind. Thirdly, if it is not biological telepathy, then look up Sophia the robot, and you will see she is basically fucking telepathic. You can see it in one of the interviews. You want to comment on this video? I'll show you. I'll do a react video to one of the videos, and I'll show you exactly where she's telepathic in a technological way. So, if you are hearing voices, it is one of three things. You're not that fucking crazy. The crazy way is how you respond to voices in your head that are probably just real people. Either in your surroundings, via biological telepathy, because we don't fully understand how the brain works. We got hippies telling us to unlock our third eye and we'll be able to activate DMT. And science doesn't even know where consciousness comes from. They can't even isolate a single spot where we have memories, because they're all over the brain. So, secondly, biological telepathy. Thirdly, we're connected by technology, because brainwaves, I'm pretty sure, are a slightly less frequency than Wi-Fi or some shit. You know? It's all possible. Eventually, science will basically be indistinguishable from magic. Do you even understand how your phone works? Do you even understand what happens when you take a picture? I don't. I just click the button, and then a picture pops up. I know back in the day, there was a lot about shutter speed and capturing light and putting it on a film. These days, there's no film. There's no frame of reference. You're just taking a picture. It's on your screen. It's basically magic. So, if you hear voices, whatever. You're a little bit more magical than these other stupid people that can't even admit they might be hearing voices too. Whether real, imagined, or telepathic voodoo nonsense. There's your disclaimer. You're only stupid if you act stupid. There is nothing crazy about hearing voices in your head. This is a brain that took 400,000 years to adapt to the levels it is. And now we're adding in tons of sensory overload. Cars. All kinds of noises. Our attention spans are fucked these days because of everything we've done in the past 1,000 years. So go ahead. Tell me you're hearing voices. I will not judge you. I've heard voices in my head before too. You can't always identify whether or not they're voices around you, i.e., my upstairs neighbors, or, hell, they could be neighbors coming in through the window. Sometimes, it really seems like I'm telepathically connected with people, because if the voices are in my head, and they sound entirely like real people, and you know yourself enough for certain, you can tell whether or not the voice in your head is your own. So, please, share in the comments if you've ever heard voices in your head before. I am curious. I will not judge. I want to have a conversation about telepathy with anyone, because that only makes sense. So, comment down below. Why not? You're not crazy. No one will think you're crazy, besides the idiot who can't admit they're hearing voices too.